He'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And just shutting him off there. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Going on the ground with Ekeler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. 64 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
On first down, it's Herbert. He dumps it to Ekeler underneath. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Now it's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on third down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on third down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
And his kick is right there. It's good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Check down to Breida. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 16. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd down, Eckler. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Steps away to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wise. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler there to make the grab. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At their own 26-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Herbert off of play action. Forced out to his left. Going deep here for Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Gardner. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 20-yard line.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders-Patriots to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Super Bowl, didn't you? Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82. and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Now Allen. This is caught. Touchdown. Matt Breida. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On second and a couple, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
3rd and 2, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 50, here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. That'll be complete to Breida. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And leading 10-7, well, they may just want to get this to the locker room. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 49. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away from the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. On play action, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain there for the Bills. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? That they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Allen again. On the slant, he's got Davis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Marquez Stevenson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big gain there for the Bills.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Here's Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. It got his man complete. A big play there for L.A. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert now. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 36 yards. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and through. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Chargers 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Zadarius Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And this one is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And that is caught. It's Davis. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. On the handoff, this is Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. He finds his man complete. That's Phillips. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. This one caught by Davis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On first down, Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Flush to his right. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball's moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Herbert. And his pass incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll sneak it with Mariota. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Bills 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One final try here for Allen. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Coming up on 2nd and 7. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Rashawn Slater, 1st-round pick in 2021, guilty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Derwin James with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Second and 11.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mark 49. Mark 49. Better quick. You better quick. You let me know right now. You better quick.
On the give, this is Eckler. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And they'll indeed take a knee.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand.